If you're new to fasting, or maybe you've tried it before but you're struggling to see results, honestly, I'm not surprised. There is so much mixed information trying to sell you something. Fasting Tube is independent and focusing on real information. Let's get started with today's video.
The question, can I lose 120 pounds through intermittent fasting and exercise? Arguably, intermittent fasting is one of the best methods for beginners looking to drop fat and lose weight, period. Let me explain a little story I had with intermittent fasting. It was August 2012. I had just come out of the hospital after serving a near life-ending blood clot in my left arm. Before this happened, one of my biggest goals was to get six-pack abs. I was having a hard time getting my body fat percentage and weight to drop. After I left the hospital, I was determined to get abs at all costs. That's when I stumbled upon the subject of intermittent fasting. I researched intermittent fasting and gave it a try. I started to see results after a week. I was encouraged. I stuck with it. Another week passed, more results. This is good, yes, results. I kept at it for another 3 months, and not only did I achieve those abs, it was the springboard for what was to come and still is to come. I followed the 16-8 protocol, which means that I fasted for 16 hours and then had an 8-hour eating window. 16-8 protocol. Quick note, I made a video on this, you can check here. 16-8 intermittent fasting guide. Quick note, I made a video on this, you can check here. 16-8 intermittent fasting guide. I would start my eating window at noon midday and end it at 8 p.m. that night. Then fast from 8 p.m. till noon the next day. It took me about 2 weeks to get this habit completely down. It was hard in the beginning. I would get hungry when nighttime rolled around, but after a while I got used to this. The things I would do to cope with this hunger would be to drink green tea because it has 0 calories, and lots of water. That's important to note because during your fasting window you are allowed 0 calories. This means you cannot drink or eating anything that contains calories, leaving you with pretty much just water and a few other items to consume during your fasting window. Intermittent fasting worked great for me because it helped me control my diet, and that's why it is also works great for beginners as well. Because when you're starting out as a beginner, there are so many things that you just don't know yet. Things that you can only learn through experiment and experience unless you have a coach or someone knowledgeable guiding you. The restriction of intermittent fasting, telling you when you can eat and when you cannot eat, naturally puts people in a calorie deficit without them realizing it, which is the actual cause of losing weight and fat. This is why intermittent fasting is synonymous with weight loss/fat loss in the fitness world. If you are looking to lose weight/fat, give it a try and watch as the fat melts off your body.